Hey everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Kellen Fisher. We're doing March Madness. Because March Madness starts today, yeah. The playing games start today, and they'll also continue on tomorrow. And we'll have the actual games that aren't playing games. They'll start Thursday, and hopefully, if your team's here, let's hope they don't play at 10 o'clock, because that's always bad, especially this year when my favorite team was playing at 9:50. Same thing, pretty much 10, because they may not start till later if they came before them. Goes in overtime. Okay, it's Gonzaga versus Georgia State. And by the way, this video will take a lot longer than usual, so just let y'all know. First round, Gonzaga and Georgia State. Okay, let's go to playing games. Rutgers, Notre Dame. This is a hard game for me because both teams are very good. Rutgers has had some good wins, and they've also had some good losses. They beat Ohio State when they were ranked, Michigan State when they were ranked, and they've beaten Wisconsin. That was at Wisconsin, and Wisconsin went to New Jersey and beat Rutgers. Notre Dame, haven't really watched them a lot this season. For me, that's what they're playing games. I think I'm gonna go with Rutgers. I'm gonna go with Rutgers. And then the game that's on tonight, or the first one at 6:30, I think, 6 something. Texas Southern and Texas A&M CC. I like Texas A&M CC in this one. I haven't seen any of these teams play right now. I don't know. That was in the Midwest division, because you got your West, East, South, and Midwest, and the first one was West. This is the Midwest that we just did. Now the one in the South, Wright State and Bryant. This one for me is pretty hard because I haven't seen any one of these two teams play. I usually mostly watch the Big Ten, so I can tell you a lot on the Big Ten. I watch some SEC. The team I watch the most in the SEC, well, they're not even in it because they're so bad. I'm going to go with Wright State. Wanted to go with Bryant. I think Wright State is the right choice. Because I haven't watched either one of these teams, so I can't go on about good players and stuff like that. Wyoming and Indiana in the East. Now, this is one that I have watched. I have watched Indiana a lot. This Indiana team is really good. They've had great wins. They've beaten Michigan, which Michigan got in it, and they were safe at an 11 seed. Yeah, I don't think Michigan should be safe or even in the tournament, but I think they should be, maybe if they're in the tournament, they should be in a playing game, not an 11 seed, honestly. I will tell you that. I think Indiana's a good team. I'm picking them in this one. Honestly, I really like this choice. I think it's a great choice. Now we're going to the West with Gonzaga and Georgia State. I think the Gonzaga is going to win. And a fun fact about this: since they're the number 1 seed, if they make it to the Final Four and the number 1 seed in the East, they'll play each other, which is Baylor. That was the two teams that played last year in the conference, and Gonzaga looking to hopefully ruin their dreams of the national championship like they did to them. Memphis and Boise State. I've seen Memphis play this year. Memphis, not bad. I mean, 1 or 2 games I've seen them play, they do very good. Yes, I like Boise State on this one. I think it's a pretty good one. Connecticut and New Mexico State. I've seen Connecticut play it. I haven't mentioned this, but the Big East is one where I've watched a lot in, and I feel and I like Connecticut. I think Connecticut could even go pretty far in this, especially because the only time they will play Gonzaga, if Gonzaga can beat Boise State, which we'll get to that later, we'll move on to they'll play them in the Elite 8. All right, we have Arkansas and Vermont. Okay, I haven't seen Vermont play most. I saw them play 1 game, which they played great, and they won that game because it was a championship, which if you win your conference championship, you automatically get in, which I'm sorry, I was saying I'm going to get in. Anyways, I'm going with Arkansas here. I've seen them play. They've had great wins. They have played great. this team can definitely go far. Alabama and either Rutgers or Notre Dame. I don't care. Which either one gets in. Whatever one gets in, I still think Alabama's going to win. I think Alabama's going to get in. I don't really care which either team they play. I don't really care. I think they're going to win. I think Alabama's a pretty good team. Then their fans are passionate. Yeah, apparently they've also got a good basketball program, not just good for football. Can't stop Alabama. Texas Tech and Montana State. Texas Tech, definitely. I've seen Texas Tech play this year. This team is good. And they're in the Big 12 conference. In the Big 12, my team is Kansas, I like Kansas. And, Kansas won, though, but they ended up playing them in the championship. And this was when we were in the Final Four of the conference of the Elite Eight. I was like, please, I do not want to play their conference. Please. Please let me play the conference. Okay, we go to a good game, Michigan State and Davidson. As you know, there's always upsets in March Madness. That's what makes March Madness March Madness. There's upstates. There's upsets, not upstates. But I like Davidson. But here's South Carolina Fullerton, which is not going to win. And for Davidson to go into the Sweet 16, they've got to beat Duke, the number 2 seed. Now, now going on East. Baylor and Norfolk State. I like Baylor. Baylor is a pretty good team. They're better than Norfolk State, definitely. But I still don't think that Baylor should be a number 1 seed. In fact, who's the number 2 seed here? Kentucky. I think Kentucky could be the number 1 seed, replacing Baylor as the number 2 seed. I think Kentucky's a very good team, and I think we'll see them go pretty far this year. We have North Carolina Marquette. Now, that's a game I'm excited about. And Marquette has had some good wins this year. They have beaten Illinois. That was a great one. I was even watching that game. I remember watching that game, and I was like, this team is good. This team can be a team getting into March Madness. They're one of 2 Wisconsin teams to get in. Of course, Wisconsin Badgers. Well, honestly, I like Marquette. I've seen UNC play this year, and I know they beat Duke. I saw them play that against Coach K's last game at Cameron, and it's pretty good. I just don't see really what the UNC I saw them play. They played good that one game, but all the other ones, they beat NC State, which they blew them out of the water. They have saw them play 3 games, they've gotten beat about 20. I've seen games they win, so you never know what team they're going to show up. Why not go for because they're number 8, number 9 seed? Why not go for the upset number 9 seed Marquette? Okay, another play-in game, which I chose Indiana to beat Wyoming against St. Mary's. I've seen St. Mary's play 1 game this year. They lost against Wisconsin and Indy. Maui Jim Invitational, which Wisconsin ended up winning. And which Houston's also in it, which they were also in the Maui Jim. This is hard. I'm going to go with Indiana. I love their pants, how they're striped. UCLA and Akron. UCLA. Go Bruins. They're a Pac-12 team. And the Golden Bears also like. Texas and Virginia Tech. VA Tech. Let's go. Texas Longhorns. Purdue and Yale. Okay, here's the thing about I've seen Yale play. This team's pretty good. Purdue's got great players. I like Purdue because Zach Edey, great down there in the paint. Ivory can definitely shoot threes. If you leave him wide open, he will shoot and make it. This team is good. Murray State and San Francisco State. I think Murray State's a great team. So is San Francisco State. Or San Francisco. Why did I say San Francisco State? Murray State. And then Kentucky and St. Peter's. As I said, I think that Kentucky should be that number 1 spot. So, of course, I'm picking them to win. And they better win because I feel so confident. Like, please win. I felt so confident. Alright, now we're going to go to the right side of the bracket. Alright. South. The number 1 seed, I like Arizona. I really do. I think Arizona's a good team. Again, they had to beat the play-in team. Either right state or Bryant. I don't care who it's in. I still think Arizona's gonna win. This is a good team. They're better than that 2014 team. I'll take that. This team's good. I didn't even watch them because I was only 4 back then. But Seton Hall and TCU. Seton Hall's a good team. They play good in the later part of the season in the conference. But I think they went pretty far in the Big 12. They did good. I'll give them credit there. And then TCU got beat by Kansas. They got beat. Not bad. I mean, not good. There wasn't a close game. But I think Seton Hall's gonna win. Houston and UAB. UAB, I think, is a good team. But I've seen Houston play. This is a really good team. They play great. And even in the beginning of the season, teams improve more towards the later part of the season. I like Houston in this one. Colorado State and Michigan. I like Colorado State. And as I said when I was picking the playing games, don't think Colorado State should be in it. When I was doing this thing when I was doing this bracket kind of thing online, I don't think Michigan should be in it. Colorado State I like. Honestly, when I did this bracket online, I was thinking it was gonna. I filled it out like 5 or 10 minutes. This one is taking 12 minutes and 30 seconds so far. Tennessee, along with Tennessee, won the SEC. I like Tennessee. They got a lot of SEs. It spells C, the last 3 words. Ohio State and Loyola Chicago. Ohio State had a bad loss in the first round. Oh my gosh! And Oral Roberts has knocked off Ohio State. I remember sitting there being like, "Oh wow, that's a good win." I bet and Ohio State's gonna come back in the first round and win. Villanova and Delaware. Having Delaware play, I've seen Villanova. Villanova's a really good team. That's the number 2 spot. I think they deserve to be in a number 2 because I think Arizona's the better team in this one, in the South. And then we will be moving on to the next one. Ooh, we're going Kansas with the playing game. I like the one that plays tonight, Texas and MCC, but I like Kansas. I think Kansas is a very good team. Kansas is extremely good. And they will have to, and for them to win the championship, they will have to play San Diego State. And they're going to beat Creighton. Iowa and Richmond. Iowa won the Big Ten. I would love to see Richmond win that game. I really want to see Richmond win that game. But I do think Iowa's going to win. But I'm also going to probably do another bracket. And that'll be the one that I hoping will win. Providence is a really good team. They're gonna have to get through Iowa. Before that, they get through San Diego State or South Dakota State. All right, the next one is LSU and Iowa State. I like LSU. LSU is a good team. They're ranked 25 up there. There's actually a rumor they're letting their coach go, I think. Not sure, but I think they are. That surprises me. And if they want to win the national championship, you know who they're going to have to get through? They're going to have to get through the Wisconsin Badgers in the Midwest, beating Colgate. Colgate, dude, they're a pretty good team. But you know who's even a better team? Wisconsin. They were an underrated team in the conference. Yes, we had some good losses and bad losses, but we were good. Let's go to USC in Miami. I can tell you who's going to win this one. USC. USC is a great team. I hate them, but I think they're a good team. Here's Auburn. I think they should be number 3 seeds. They have number 2 seed being Jacksonville State. But I think Wisconsin should be number 2 seed. But well, there's a reason why I am not a person on ESPN and CBS, which I'm actually in CBS bracket. So got printed those out. Thank God I was able to get them out in time. So yeah. In fact, I even forgot a game in the South. It's Chattanooga and Illinois. Illinois is definitely going to win that one. So this is part 1. I have a few parts of March Madness bracket because there's 68 games I think got to pick. Or there's more than there's about I don't know how many. But there's a lot of games I got to pick. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do it all in one video because I think it's going to be way too long. This will only be like a 5-hour video. I'm not going to though. So this is part 1. I'll post all the parts today, definitely, because I got to get done because the game is starting like an hour and a half or whatever. So I'm Kellen Fisher. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you all next time.